Daily Show. Here's CJ.
It's wanting what you've got. I'm gonna soak up the sun. I'm gonna tell everyone.
10-12, welcome back. It's the first day of August. Emily Jackson is the Development Director at Senior Services Plus. I don't know which microphone you're on. I changed them. Oh, wait, no, you're on two. Figured it out. How are we doing?
Good, how are you?
I won. I was so nervous because we had two guests earlier, so I didn't have to worry about it. I thought, just turn them all on, you know? Figuring it out. You guys have a lot going down the pipeline here at SSP. How's the summer been?
Great. Busy. We're always trying to find new things to bring people in, to keep people socializing and learning new things and providing new resources. So.
And that's what I was wanting to highlight too, is I'm, on our events page and I'm seeing, you're having folks from Ameren coming in and talking about, different projects. And I think that's really important to keep everyone in the know and informed.
Yes. And that's our goal, really. We're listening to all of the older adults and everyone that's coming to our facility, listening to their concerns, their problems, and trying to find resources for them.
So, Emily, let's break the ice a little bit more now that we said hello. Yesterday, I was in a little bit of a crunch for time, and I went, man, I got to make it to practice. I got to send Emily a message just to say, hey, looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. Make sure you don't forget about me. I couldn't do it. And then I get to Gladesbrook, and then you and your husband were out for a walk.
Yep.
Perfect timing. Talk about the power of soccer in Gladesbrook Park, huh?
Perfect.
So you guys have a Glo Bingo coming down the pipeline. When is that?
Yeah, that's going to be Friday, August 11th.
Oh, wow.
Coming
We're coming close.
Yeah.
And now is registration still open?
Yes, we actually have 2 tables left.
That's it?
Yeah.
Wow. Mm-hmm. And it seems like all of your events are really starting to fill up really quickly, too. What do you attribute that to?
I think it's a whole team effort. People are starting to feel more comfortable getting back out after the pandemic. Mm-hmm. We're trying to offer some various different types of events to hopefully engage new people who maybe haven't been to our center before. Mm-hmm. And then focusing on what are people wanting to come to. That's another big thing.
I've always been the worst at that because I'm one of those people that I think just goes against the grain naturally. So it's like, man, that looks really cool. I'll go to that, basket weaving with insects, class. I'm the only one there, But I think that's something that you guys do better than almost everybody is really finding what's the need of your, client base, what's the need of your constituents. And I think it goes really well. Now, you've done this last year, didn't you, Glo Bingo?
Yeah. Last year was our first year for Glo Bingo. So it's our second year. We sold out probably a week or two before the event last year, and we're anticipating the same to happen this year.
Wow. I love it. And now what does this go towards?
Yeah, so all of the funds raised from Glo Bingo are going to go towards our mission-driven services. So those are our services providing a service or a product at no cost to the older adults. So that's Meals on Wheels, congregate dining, information and assistance, just to name a few.
Meals on Wheels has to be one of the most prominent programs, I think, out there. And it keeps growing, doesn't it?
Yes, yeah. I mean, during the pandemic, we were serving probably over 1,000 people a week. We've slowed down a little bit. Now we're at 900, around 900.
Oh, you're only at 9. Oh, yeah, come on.
Yeah.
Wow. And now is it just you guys have to be organized to be able to accomplish that mission just in itself. That is just incredible. And now with Glo Bingo, how much are tickets for those last table?
$20 a person. So right now we have 2 6-tops available. So that's you purchase the whole table, you fill it with your friends. It's a bring your own drinks and food kind of event. Alcohol is permitted.
Oh, good.
Yes. You can bring your own alcohol. We do ask that everybody be 18 or older because it is considered gambling.
I didn't even think about that.
In the state of Illinois, yeah. So 18 or older. Wear all of your neon colors. People had a blast last year, really got into it, had multicolored scrunchies, flashing lights, those glow-in-the-dark wristbands. Come all out.
So what is Glo Bingo? I think that's the bigger question I have now, because I think that's another thing. I do the Larry King thing. Like, I just rush past the first 2 questions and hunch my back over and get into something else. Well, it's like, maybe I should ask that question. So what does this look like?
Yeah, so it's traditional bingo in the sense that we're calling bingo numbers, but we totally black out our cafe. So we've got window coverings up, we've got the lights turned down, we've got black lights on all over the place, we've got other kinds of glow-in-the-dark things, we have glow-in-the-dark daubers, And so when you wear those the white, the neon colors, everything really stands out.
That is awesome. I had no idea. Well, maybe I should have asked the question. My apologies. I'm glad that, we're here now. But with that being said, I think it's so cool. How long does this run?
Yeah, so doors will open at 6 p.m. and bingo will run about 7 to 9 p.m.
Well, I like it because we're all back home by 10.
That's right.
I like that one. So with that being said, I guess you can win some prizes too. What are some of those? Because I'm nosy.
Yeah, so the prizes are all going to be donated from local businesses, and we had a great support last year. We actually have about 7 things in right now. We're working on getting some more, and we're also taking more prize donations. So if there's a business listening that thinks they have something that might be great for this event, we'd be happy to accept that. Right now, we've got donations from Logo It, Alton Physical Therapy, Jacoby Arts, Brown Bag Bistro, Riverbend Axe Throwing. And then we're also going to have a wheelbarrow of booze raffle.
Oh, I love it. That's
everybody's
my favorite.
And Collinsville Ice and Fuel Company actually donated the wheelbarrow this year, and it's huge. It's great quality. It's an amazing wheelbarrow. So that alone is worth the raffle ticket.
I would say so, I would say so. Well, that's interesting. To hear a Collinsville business coming down and supporting local here in Alton, how did that come about?
Yeah, so we were connected through our IT provider, Quackcom.
Wow, really cool. And they just wanted to let you know that all the tickets for the wheelbarrow are already sold out, so don't worry.
CJ bought them all.
Yeah, that's right. I needed to save some money on my drinking. With that being said, I think this is really just what you guys do so well is engaging with the community, because it's one thing to tell us all on a Facebook post what you're doing, but welcoming everyone into the doors and saying, come on in and see for yourselves. That's really cool. Yeah. And now with that being said, we'll circle back to Glo Bingo, but what are some other things that you'd like to highlight this time?
Yeah, we're actually in the phase right now of planning an open house, an agency-wide open house, probably the first of its kind that we've had since prior to COVID, on September 20th. So we'll be celebrating National Senior Center Month. We'll have every department there in our grill. They'll have a table. People can come in and talk to the department managers and the staff, get to know them, ask any program questions, and then see our facility, get a tour of the wellness center, get a tour of the regular facility, eat lunch, and meet everybody at Senior Services Plus.
That's awesome. That's actually a really good opportunity because, I talk to the older adults in my life and I go, man, I really think you should head on over to Senior Services Plus, like for breakfast or do something. And it's, I just haven't been there yet, or I don't know really what goes on there or what the programs are. This is a great way to kind of break the ice and get everyone familiar with it that isn't.
Exactly. And that's our goal. Just bringing people in and letting them learn about everything that we do and hopefully finding a solution for a need in their life.
Absolutely. That's what really, it's so cool when I do this show because, I talk to like SSP and so many other organizations that we drive by every day and we don't realize the impact that you guys have on local families and senior citizens as a whole. It's really important. And so with that being said, what's the best way to reach out to you for sponsorships? Maybe I tried to give SSP a 7-foot-tall cutout of me as a prize. They said, no, thank you. It's fine. No, but what's the best way? So if someone says, I really think that this would be a great thing to donate, what's the best way to reach out?
Yeah, give us a call, 618-465-3298.
That was impressive.
Oh, thank you. Extension 123.
There you go. So every time I ask someone for a phone number, I always can tell like how prepared someone is because it's either like okay, hold on for a second here. Right off the top, this is why SSP is in great shape. And Emily, what's your favorite part about being with the organization? I've never asked you that.
Yeah, I think it's the impact. Cumulatively, I've been here just over 4 years now. And I came back because of the impact, the work that we do, the staff that are doing the work, the boots on the ground. It's amazing to see that happening.
Well, and I just don't realize how big of an organization SSP really is with, the Meals on Wheel program, the volunteers, and all the people collaborating and making this mission happen, And I think that's what opens my eyes so much is, I think whenever I, would go, because we clean out the sewers when I was with Rigdon at SSP, and, you see a couple of people and go, oh, okay. But you don't see anything behind the walls. You don't see everyone moving and all the people in place. And it's so impressive. It really is. So with that being said, Glo Bingo is on August 11th.
Yes.
Boom, 2 in a row. I did it earlier with Illinois Center for Autism. I remember without taking a note. I can't do that anymore, though. That was scary. That was really scary. What time does the event start?
Doors open at 6 p.m. and bingo starts at 7.
And what I like it too is, if you guys missed it earlier, we're only going until 9 o'clock. So that way we can kind of make sure we're all back home in an ample time and
That's right.
getting some rest. And with that being said, let's say, is there like a grand prize or anything like that? How does that work?
Oh, well, I mean, the last round is usually a coverall. So
Okay.
we try to stagger the prizes appropriately.
That's what I was going to ask you, because with these events, you guys do so many different ones. How is it? I mean, is it just one of those things where you have to literally enjoy the event so much where you're creating these rules and going, okay, well, let's try this? I mean, you have to love it.
Yeah. I mean, and really it's all about the mission, right?
Yep.
So we're doing this to raise funds to support all of these other programs that are supporting so many people in our community.
Yeah.
That's the driving force. But people want to come to something that's fun. And Glo Bingo, if you weren't there last year, I encourage you to be there this year because it was a blast. Everybody had fun. We had we had 18 and up there.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a range of age groups there. Everybody had a blast. So it's a great event for anybody.
That's really cool. And that's what I like too, is it's an all ages thing, and it's something that's always good to highlight. And the thing is, it's going well because there's only 12 spots left. There's 2 tables. That's it. Now, I mean, what do you attribute that to? Is it just your team's, hard work? Is it the success of last year?
I think it's a combination. There's a lot of people that love SSP.
Yeah.
And I think that's a huge driving factor. There's a lot of people who are just supportive of our agency overall, and they're attending and coming to these things. And then there's a lot of people who like Glo Bingo. It's not something that's put on super often. There's a few others that happen around the area. So
Yeah, you're right, though. That is kind of an up-and-coming event. I love it. It's almost like, I don't know, maybe I'm just too young for this, but I always remember my parents going to, like, the mouse races. It seemed like every month there was a different mouse race or trivia night. And I just love how the dynamic's changing to where it's like, let's try a bingo or music trivia instead of trivia just as a whole. I love it. I think it's great. And with that being said, for people that want to be a part of it, want to grab a table, it's $120 for a table?
Yeah, $20. So the 2 tables right now left are 6 tops. So it's $120 per table.
Perfect. And then the best way to reach out, still that phone number?
Yeah, that phone number. All the tickets are available on our website.
Okay.
So if you're tech savvy and you want to purchase your table online, you can visit www.seniorservicesplus.org.
I did that last time. I typed in the wrong address. See, I did that yesterday. Funny story. I can't say it on the air, but I got in some trouble yesterday because I may or may not have typed in the wrong thing. Not good stuff. But what is good stuff is all the things going down at SSP. And once again, just to keep a bug in our ear, the open house is in September?
Correct. September 20th.
Wow. And now, is this going to be an all-day thing?
We're looking at probably 10 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Perfect. And this is a great way for everybody that wants to really get familiar with all the aspects of SSP, because I can only imagine how hard it is to coordinate that one alone. Is that a little tough to get everyone into one building?
It'll be an endeavor, but it'll be worth it. Everybody's very cooperative. It's a great teamwork atmosphere.
And with Glo Bingo, is there anything else that I'm forgetting about our open house? Did we touch on everything?
I think the Glo Bingo will be at our facility.
Oh, yeah, that's good to highlight.
So that's 2603 North Rogers Avenue in Alton.
And that's just right behind the White Castle and that little part of it. And really, it's what I like is so funny. I always have said this, is SSP is like a hidden connection, because any road you take really will get you to Senior Services Plus one way or another. That's what I love about it. So with that being said, is there anything else that you want to highlight? Is there something else that you just wanted to make sure that we knew about before we say goodbye today?
We do have some more events that we're working out for August right now, so keep an eye on our Facebook page and our website for those details as they come available.
Absolutely. And as we get closer, anything else coming back, Emily, love speaking with you, love talking about SSP. And we were the lucky ones. We were in the North Alton Godfrey Business Council meeting this time, limited to 35 people, so we got in quick. There we go. We're winning. And we'll be winning with Glo Bingo and all of the great prizes you could win. There's 2 tables left. That means we need 12 of you to get a ticket now so we can sell that sucker out and have some fun on August the 11th. Emily Jackson, thank you so much for stopping by.
Thanks for having me.
We flew through that. That was a quick 15. I love it. And I love the rest of the show. It's 10:26 on this first day of August. We'll be right back in downtown Alton after this.